Hi. So I focused a lot on my channel about the challenges experienced in recovery from an eating disorder, and those are all readily apparent and so noticeable when you're going through recovery, but some things are not as noticeable, and that's the good. Now, when you're in the depths of starting your recovery, if you're going through panic attacks or extreme hunger, it's really hard and not really too enjoyable, honestly. But there were glimpses, like I noted in the beginning of my recovery, that I was just so happy to be able to eat food again. Like, being able to eat stuff that I wasn't able to eat for so long, and then just finally eating it. It was really scary, but at the same time, I was just so relieved to be eating again, and eating these things that I used to enjoy, and that was nice, just getting a taste of what the freedom could be. But eating disorder recovery is not necessarily about food or being able to eat whatever you want. It's much more the mental aspect that we're trying to battle, and the mental aspect was hard in the beginning, but in the middle and right now, I'm realizing the benefits. Perfection is really overrated. When you find a perfect human because no human is perfect. When you find a human that seems perfect on the outside, doesn't let any weakness show, it's really hard to relate to them and to share with them because they're kind of intimidating. I felt that, and I recently learned that I gave that off to people. I'm extremely open. I'm extremely open with every facet of my life, but I'm especially open with my eating disorder. If anybody asks about anything, if they truly want to know about me, I am bound to share. It could be somebody that I just met, or it could be a long-term friend that had no idea. It's a story that I want to share. And if it can help anybody, then I'm going to share it. Because I know I would have wanted that support system when I was going through recovery. Well, I still am, but in the beginning, I would have liked somebody right there because I didn't have that. At least somebody who's experienced restrictive eating disorders. But anyway, perfection, totally overrated. I learned that sharing my story can connect me with people that I never thought I would connect to. Like, there was this person who I didn't really know, but she ended up sharing after I told her what I was going through and what it felt like and comparing it to drugs. She was able to open up about a different struggle in her life that I could never even imagine going through. But we were able to support each other because going through recovery for an eating disorder has a good comparison to other ways of needing help. At least for me, and I feel like for most people going through eating disorder recovery, it does not help if somebody says, if you like me, you will recover. If you love me, you will recover. You need to recover. Why aren't you recovering? You're stupid. Do you realize the risks? It doesn't help. And that could go through for any other type of recovery. Maybe recovering from a breakup, recovering from somebody else. People just don't get it, and they underestimate it if they haven't experienced that. And with eating disorders, at least I totally underestimated what the power holds over somebody. And now I know, and I realize that is what a lot of people struggle with. People don't understand their struggles, and I don't understand their struggles, but I understand that I can't understand their struggles. So, that rant was about, perfection, and how when you go through recovery from an eating disorder, it doesn't matter if you're fully recovered, and it shows you're showing a vulnerable side whenever you share anything, and people really appreciate that, and it allows them to open up themselves, and that's beautiful. Now, of course, there are more beneficial, less mental things about recovery. Like being able to contra dance now, it's so much better. And I wanted to share contra dancing with you guys, so I filmed a little snippet. So here it is. Hey, so I'm going to show you guys contra dance because I love it so much and I wanted to include you guys. So here we go. So you get to be with others, you get to communicate with others. You also can do things that you like yourself. Thirdly, you can be there for yourself. A lot of people say we are our worst enemy. But with eating disorders and recovery, you're learning to be your best friend. Your body has been your best friend for a while now. It's been by you, supporting you for a long time. And now you can be there and support it when it's going through trauma, trying to heal. Yes, there are a lot of hard things about recovery. Panic attacks, extreme hunger, and gaining an uncomfortable amount of weight. But you gain more than just weight. You gain a sense of spirit, a soul, that's able to be sensed by those around you. You get an energy about you that's not comparable to the perfection you exuded before. When we know that you weren't perfect, you were just able to hide it, and you were able to dull yourself because you just thought about food and exercise rather than the innermost feelings. It's like waking up from a dream, almost. Being able to feel what a real person feels and get out of your shell. It's extraordinary. You do have the hard days, but you're able to handle those hard days with a clearer mind. You can actually think instead of being in your starved state. As I go through my hard days, these things about recovery have kept me chugging along. And I wanted to share them with you, and I wanted to check in with you. I hope you all are doing well. I hope your recovery can show you its benefits. It's shown me. Listen to them. Feel them. When you're going through a hard day, think of things that you weren't able to do before. Sure, you were able to work out obsessively before, and you're not able to do that now. But think, you can be there for people. You can make a video. You can comment on a video. You can do so much more with yourself than think about food or the body checking test you used to do. You're coming out of your shell, and I'm so proud. And everybody around you will feel it. Alright, I'm gonna go. Bye.